Hello and welcome to week 4 of CRINGETOBER. First prompt for this week was soulmates. So I drew Gambit and Rogue from X-Men. I'm probably going to be giving spoilers for X-Men 97 because I've just watched it recently after finishing X-Men 92. I also rewatched episode 5 again because it was definitely the best episode in the whole season. Even though I knew what was going to happen, obviously, because I'd already watched it, I was just still so shocked when Gambit died. I'm hoping they bring him back like they've done with Jean many times, where they said, oh no, Jean's dead, and then she's came back. And he better not be dead because I've been shipping Romy, Rogue and Gambit since season 1 of X-Men 92. Anytime they did anything, even just talk together, I was just like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And then when Rogue obviously went with Magneto, I was just crushed. I see people hating on Rogue for that, but if she couldn't touch anybody else, then obviously she's gonna want to be with somebody who she can touch. But she doesn't actually love him. She doesn't love Magneto, whereas she does love Gambit for who he is. Despite obviously not being able to touch him, but they're still perfect. It was such a good moment after Magneto and Rogue kissed when Rogue then said something, like Gambit was right, some things are deep in the skin. And then of course he had to be a hero and got himself killed trying to save people. The whole scene in Genosha was just crushing, especially after watching the whole of 92 and seeing Leech, because Leech was really cute and he was only a child and then he ended up dying. Anyway, for this prompt was redesign. So I decided to redesign Himiko Yumeno from Technopop. I literally could not think of who to redesign, so I did her. I don't really like this design I came up with. I prefer her canon design a lot more than this one. Anyways, I don't really have anything else to say about this one, so on to the next prompt. Next prompt was fake game screenshots, so I didn't really know what to do. I wanted to do more like a in a trial classroom, but I couldn't be bothered, so I just did something simple. First one I literally just drew my OCQO and just put some speech in front of her. That's literally it. I don't really have anything else to say other than I had fun doing this, so yeah, it ended up turning out okay. I also gave her braces for some reason in the shrine, even though I never have before, and I've never done it after or ever again, so I don't know. Anyways, on to the next prompt. Next one was Guilty Pleasure Media, so I did fan art for the game Class of 09. I'm not even a big fan of Class of 09, but I just did it because the only thing I could think of, other than Twilight, but I don't know if that'll count, but I think it kind of does. I think Twilight will count as Guilty Pleasure Media because it's classified as cringy. I thought it had to be something that's kind of, I don't know, how would you describe Class of 09? Just, strange. Anyway, I drew with the character Emily. I don't really have anything to say, so I don't have anything to say for this one. I know I'm saying that a lot, but yeah. The next prompt was Gijinka, where you draw a non-human character as a human. I drew my favourite character from My Little Pony, Fluttershy, as a human for this one. I see loads of people who do human My Little Pony designs, and that's kind of how I also started my channel. I did some of them. I don't really like any of the designs anymore, and I wonder if you'd like me to do that again. The next prompt is Keisho, and I did Marinette from Miraculous. I did originally want to do a full picture of her and also Adrian as Ladybug and Cat Noir in front of the Eiffel Tower, but I was getting too burnt out to do that. Ladybug and Cat Noir was something I really liked when I was about 6 or 7. No, I just said 6, 7. But yeah, I really liked it, and I started rewatching it again recently. And originally it was just a joke, and then I ended up watching it all in a week. My absolute favourite character is Nathaniel, and I do kind of look like him a bit, and also he's an artist, so prompt after that was Clown. So I was going to draw one of my OCs who is a clown, but she used to be a clown, but I changed the design and the story a bit. But I ended up drawing Nagito as a clown from Danganronpa. I know he's currently not a clown, there's nothing to do with clowns in general, but I like Nagito and I like drawing him, so I want to do a strange perspective, but I don't know if it works out. He kind of looks a bit 2D, but it's fine. Those legs I'm gonna have to probably redraw this one day. I also couldn't be bothered to do line art, so we just used the sketch as my line art for this one. I don't have anything else to say except from I had a lot of fun drawing this one, and it was fun to render because I rendered it differently to what I usually do. I'm looking for blood in the next one, so if you don't want to see that, click off now. Next prompt is creepypasta, and I don't really know anything about creepypasta much, except from like a few bits like Jeff the Killer, because me and my brother used to watch a lot of that one video. It's like Jeff the Killer versus Michael Rosen. For some reason, I literally just drew a creepypasta character that my friend talks about sometimes because I like their design. So we are finally on the last prompt, thank goodness. The final prompt was Halloween, so I'm not sure why, but I decided to draw every single one of my characters from a story dead end, which has 10 main characters. So I started off with drawing Hannah, and I drew her as Frankenstein's monster, and I drew Kyo as a clown. This took so long. I think I was roughly working on this for 3 hours and never finished it. I just left it at a sketch. I did have fun drawing all my characters, but it was way too hard and I couldn't be bothered to do the whole thing because that would have taken me absolutely ages. I'm just going to talk about Halloween. I went trick-or-treating this year with my friends. I was Yumiko Yumeno from Danganronpa. My hat flew away twice and it broke, so that was annoying. My other friend was Tate from American Horror Story, and my other friend was Nezuko. Osino Oshime Osinove as a witch, and then also Michi as a ghost, and now I'm drawing Matthias as a skeleton. This was my first time drawing Matthias digitally, so that was fun. I literally have no clue what else to say for the rest of this, so I'm just gonna let it play for a bit. Okay, so just drew so that's June, and then the girl next to him is Colette, they're cousins. I drew June as a cowboy and Colette as a swan. Next I'm drawing Evelyn and Jack, and I literally just I didn't know what to do for them, so I gave them matching Halloween jumpers. And finally I'm on to the last character, Camilla. I drew Camilla as a vampire, and that's it, and I'm finally done. That's it, that's the end of CRINGETOBER. So thank you if you watched all the videos, or even if you just watched this one. Thank you so much, and I'm happy you watched all the way to the end if you did. Comment orange hearts if you see this. Thank you.